Hi guys, welcome to another week in the life of a UI UX designer. I'm John, a staff UI UX designer, and if you're new here, I am going to be documenting my corporate work and some of my side projects. And if you're a returning viewer, then you can see we've had a very productive weekend. This week is big on the personal side of things. We are getting everything ready for our daughter to start Montessori at the end of the month. So we have a home visit with her new teacher, and we have our orientation and her orientation as well. So it was a good excuse to do a little cleanup and redecorating. We've got a new couch for her. We're going to put some new shelves up. We finally got these old blinds taken care of. We're going to throw up a nice hanging swing arm lamp here if we can find it. And then I have already ordered a plant that we're going to have here in the corner. We can't have a real plant right now because of our daughter, so we've got a fake plant just for decoration, but I think it's going to look great. So as I said, this space is constantly transforming as she grows. We want to make it as accessible as possible for her, but I think we're finding a way to aesthetically create a blend for all of our needs. Definitely really happy with the progress that we're making on the place. And then in other bigger news on the personal side of things, I'm just going to spoil it for you. If you haven't read the title, we're buying a Tesla. We went on that road trip to test drive it down to Florida, and I've rented one in the past, and I've always really loved the product. Honestly, after doing research for what our purchasing power is, it's the best value that we can get by far. So unless something significant changes during the day here, we are going to order that tonight. I'm so stoked, and we're gonna transition to a fully electric life. It's very exciting. And then on the work side of things, we ended last week in a really great place. We presented and sent off the latest versions of our designs. The business seems to be very happy with it, but they're just presenting to our executive leadership to get approval on everything. In the meantime, I am still working on a code prototype for all of the new designs. There are some animations and interactions on the new designs that I want to make sure are really honed in before actually delivering that to the dev team if these new designs are approved. So we're going to be heads down in the code on that all week long, which is great so that I can have something to singularly focus on the career side of things so that we can maintain that balance with the personal life this week. I almost forgot the toy. Let me grab it. Brand new Pelican case. I've been needing to get something to organize all the gear that I've been collecting in the studio, so finally started investing in a system for that. We're going with the Pelican system. I looked at the Nanook as well, but I feel like this is just a little bit more utilitarian. There's not as many points on this where it can break, and it's perfect for our shoot next month. And we can go ahead and just pull that handle out and whip it around the airport. So very necessary. I got it with the foam pick and pluck, which I'm probably just going to take the foam out and mostly use storage cases to travel with this for now, instead of actually creating slots for all of the gear. I just need it to be a little bit more reconfigurable while I am figuring out the best situation for myself. So not the most exciting purchase, but definitely a necessary one. All right, I feel like we are back on track after an absolutely hectic week last week, so I'm going to keep my brain healthy by eating some breakfast, getting a good workout in today, drinking my coffee, but not too much, and diving into some code. So let's go focus.
What does this thing do?
Does it focus?
It does do it on this. Like that is controlling the camera focus?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's connected to a different thing, though. That's not connected to the monitor. I don't like having these things connected to me. I like holding it. I think it looks funny too. Come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
I just burped as soon as you turned it on.
Nice. Nice. Sell that later. With the real money. Okay, back on. We're rolling. We're rolling. We're rolling.
Oh, I'm touching my mic.
Sync audio. Quit touching your microphone. We're buying a Tesla. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, so we're out and about doing our weekend tasks, and we went to Lowe's to pick up some things. Oh yeah, we went to Lowe's to pick up these blinds. And then when we got back in the car to come home, the air conditioner didn't work in our Chevy. And it's been a long time coming, so we rented the Tesla a week or two ago to test it out, and we were still questioning whether or not we were going to buy it. And then I think over the week, I have been more excited to purchase one. And then now with the Chevy having a bigger repair issue than I feel comfortable paying for, we are buying a Tesla. Model 3, 2024, long range, real wheel drive. So I want to document it and just show what our process is like of buying the Tesla, all the way from us ordering it to us picking it up to how we feel about owning it for the first year, you know, just it's part of our life now. It's a non-insignificant financial decision that we are making, so.
Makes me feel sick.
Yeah, that's how she handles financial decisions though. Yeah, so you ready? Mm-hmm. You have anything else you want to share before we do it? Nothing else that you can think of?
What do you mean?
Just anything. Share your thoughts.
I'm
See
nervous.
That? Look at the black.
No,
look
I'm
at the
nervous.
Black.
I'm nervous that it's an expensive purchase while I don't have a job.
We haven't calculated any of the financials for it with her in mind. So everything is just based off of my income, and can we afford it?
Yes.
Yes, we can. So the stress is internal, but it's not from any external.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's still just a lot.
Yeah, it's
just a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
A big commitment.
It's a big commitment. Also, our daughter is starting school. Neither of us have car payments right now. Mm-mm. So it is definitely.
But we have old cars.
And this is a necessary thing for a few reasons. Because, first of all, the car's not working.
It's literally falling apart.
Yeah. The unreliability of having the car with our daughter, and also purchasing a car that is significantly more safe than any other vehicle, essentially. It's kind of a big reason why we're going with the Tesla specifically. And so we're going to do it. You ready? Mm-hmm. All right, let's do it. Order now. Oh wait, you know what we should do? We should check inventory first, right? To see if there's one available that we can just purchase that one directly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that first. Let's see what 20,000 down looks like. That's not bad. It's gonna add, so this is including the estimated tax and savings. So this is including the 4,000 it's gonna cost extra, and it's including the 1,300 for the delivery fee.
Wait, $4,000 extra?
There's tax when you buy the car. Mm-hmm. So it's 40,000, about 10% tax, 4 grand extra that they don't include when you're looking at it. Mm-hmm. So I always check this to make sure, because that's a much more accurate. Yeah. So it's about 4 grand, plus there's a $1,300 delivery fee for all of them, even if it's already on the way. So this includes both of those. So this would be the estimated cost with those included. So that's pretty accurate, not including. The only thing that doesn't include is like the registration cost, I think, which could be pretty.
I was just looking and it said you can transfer a car registration for $1.
I think it might be different because the EVs might have specific registration fees. I think what they were showing was like $500 registering the, with everybody. Not like thousands, so I think we're fine. This would be fine, right? If, let's say it bumps up $30, $450. That's fine with what we calculated already. Mm-hmm. And then what it's doing with keeping our savings higher means that we're offsetting it with our high yield. Yeah. The interest that is still growing in our high yield, and we have more of a buffer still. Yeah. I'm okay with that. 46% paid. $500 due today. Wow. You want to take a look at the pictures one more time? Yeah. Well, there's 2.
Great. How much notification are we going to have that it's there?
We get a text. We'll set up the app. What I think is we set up the app after, and then everything will be on the Tesla app. And then they'll walk you through the checklist for the deliveries. Then we'll set the delivery date, and then we come pick it up. And then like if we don't get it within a certain amount of time, then it's available in inventory again for someone else to purchase. But I don't think it like affects. We'll just have to wait for a longer if we didn't like go pick it up when it was due, like if we were out of town or something. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. We're gonna do it. Look at the camera. Tell them we're gonna do it.
I approve this purchase.
Okay. Place order.
What? They have a little hedgehog there?
Yeah. Oh, goodness, dude, we did it. Holy shit, we just ordered a Tesla.
You'll receive 2 separate email.
For a vehicle order and accessories
We
order.
have 3 cars now.
We'll get rid of them. We're trading in one for sure. Okay, so we have some applying to do still, but ordered. We did it. We ordered one. All right, let's do all the boring stuff.
What's the boring stuff?
Filling all this shit out.
Oh.
Mostly on me then, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, but how exciting. Excited? How do you feel now?
I feel like I'm gonna ruin it.
Don't ruin it.
Yeah.
Don't ruin it.
I know.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
No eating in it?
Okay.
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 I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you for this journey of life that we are on.
Mm-hmm.
You're my partner and I love you.
I love you too.
We did it. We bought a Tesla. All right, so I completed all of the ordering process last night and it was so easy. It took less than 5 minutes to completely order the Tesla, including registering and getting my financing approved. Financing I got approved in like 30 seconds for 2% APR because of the promotional rates going on right now. So our monthly payment is like $300 for a brand new Model 3 long range 2024 Tesla. I cannot wait for it to be delivered. We have to, of course, take care of the cars that we currently have. I mean, that's the most exciting thing happening on the vlog now. So I got this corporate work going on. I'm cranking through it. We're working on some code prototyping. That's going to be our main focus all week long. We also have our home visit today with our daughter's new teacher. We have been getting the house all cleaned up and in shape to put forth the best impression. Plus, it was just a good excuse to do some redecorating. So I've got a fake plant coming in. We would prefer to have real plants, but kind of just like a training plant with our daughter to see if she can handle having one around without pulling it down or knocking dirt all over the place. Still looking to purchase a lamp that's going to fit in that back area, but that should be arriving any minute. So let's wrap up this corp work, grab some lunch, and tidy up before our home visit. All right, happy Wednesday, everybody. I took Tuesday night off after our home visit. Everything went really well. We met our daughter's teacher for the first time. We got to talk through what the process looks like for the phase-in period. I really love how they have all of the phase-in structured so that it's a gradual process and we're not just dumping our daughter into a classroom and walking out. So it's awesome that she got to meet her teacher for the first time in our home. It creates a really nice bond already. I've just been heads down in this code, so nothing too significant to report on the prototype side of things. I'm going to wrap up my workday and it looks like I got a little something from Tesla delivered. Nothing big, but let's go check out what they dropped off. We got ooh, today. Ooh. Nice. I feel like a lot of people don't know that you can just connect.
I didn't know that.
Like you didn't know that? A lot of people don't know that you can just connect your Tesla to a regular wall outlet. And it's a slow charge. You got like,
I don't remember.
it was like 32 miles if you charge it overnight that you can get from just a regular outlet. All of the other charging blocks like this that you see on the side of people's houses, those are just for fast charging. So that it's more manageable day to day. Okay, you can have it. It's yours anyway. I need to go film a video showing the breaker box and then where we are going to mount our fast charger on our home and then send it to the electrician that we use so that he can so that he can give us an estimate. Yeah. All right, wow, I didn't realize how much this living room has been transforming this week until I framed up the shot. I'm really loving our new living space. I finally got some time tonight to dive in on the editing for the vlogs. Those were stacking up a little bit, but I feel like I earned a little bit of a buffer back tonight. And we have an orientation tomorrow morning and Friday morning for our daughter's school, so I want to go crash early. And tomorrow after the orientation, I really want to lock down and focus on the coding all day. And a few members of my team have been out on vacation this week, so we didn't have our internal meeting today. And everybody has had all week just to focus on their individual contributions. So I know next Wednesday is going to be a little bit more in-depth with that internal meeting, going over everything that we worked on this week. So I want to be able to present some really great progress on the code prototype. All right, let's go crash so we can be in as good of a mood as possible for tomorrow. All right, just wrapping up work on this Thursday afternoon. We had our orientation this morning at our daughter's new school, and it was so fun to see all of the little kids running around and playing for the first time together. You know, us as parents are probably going to struggle with this transition more than our daughter is. She's very outgoing, so I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem aside from a couple of tears in the first few seconds after mama leaves. You know, I've been shooting with the 35mm manual cinema lens for the past, I don't know, week and a half since I shot that other project for our friend. I just kept this manual lens on after that shoot, but I think I do need to switch back to that 24-70 Sigma that I usually use. It's just always a little bit easier to set the composition with a zoom lens that covers so many focal lengths as opposed to a fixed prime lens, so maybe I'll break down the rig later on and switch that lens over. All right, I'm gonna go hang out with the fam though. I'll catch you guys later. All right, we're back on the Sigma 24-70 autofocus zoom lens. So much easier just to set up a shot. I definitely need to keep this running when I am doing vlogs at home. You know, it's always a balance with these lenses. This thing is so massive, it's really inconvenient to carry around. I have a nice bag that it fits perfectly in, but it's not the funnest thing to pull out and have a giant camera with a huge lens when you're in public all of the time. So I think I do want to pick up a new smaller 20mm lens, and scooping that wide angle 20mm lens might be a good idea before we go pick up the Tesla, which should be here in about a week and a half or two, depending on when the delivery date actually gets finalized. I'm so excited. I'm just watching every video possible on YouTube about the car, and it's actually a little disappointing because it's such a simple car that I've already consumed all of the content about it. So at this point, I'm just watching videos that are telling me the same thing over and over again. Other than that, I'm just catching up on some vlog editing tonight. Definitely feels good to be in a place where I have the next videos already uploaded to YouTube unlisted, just waiting to post, already scheduled. As opposed to this week when we started, I didn't have the next video uploaded yet. So I felt like I had another task on my list to check off, which is not the relationship that I want to have with these videos. I always want to be a little bit ahead so it doesn't feel like work to me. And we have parent orientation in the morning, so I need to go crash. All right, happy Friday, everybody. We are wrapping up another week in the life of a UI UX designer. This morning we had our parent orientation for our daughter's new school, and it was just for parents, so we had some friends come over to watch Blue while we were gone. I was definitely a little anxious that we were rushing. We were like 2 minutes late, and it was one of those things where like a group of bicycles was in front of us, and then a big truck pulled out in front of us, and we were just trying to get there as quickly as possible. But then once we got there, everything went smoothly, and it was really just a chance for the faculty and administration to go through what we can expect in the next few weeks with our phase and her first day. You know, where we live is very competitive for childcare, and the school that she got into had very limited slots, so it was a really in-depth interview process. So it's definitely been a great privilege to get into this really great Montessori, and even though it's pretty expensive, I feel really privileged to be in a position to be able to afford that. This week is full of privileges. I mean, we just bought a Tesla. We're getting our daughter into private school. It's not lost on me that we are in an extremely privileged position, and I don't want this to come across as us bragging or anything like that. We are very middle class. We have a humble, small, tiny old home that we're fortunate enough to own, but everybody's perspective is relative to their own situation. I definitely want to be able to document and present the accomplishments in our lives, but I also want to be aware that we're not tone deaf, that not everybody is in as fortunate of a position as us. But ultimately, these vlogs and me documenting my life are also revolving around my UI UX career, and being driven in this industry is what has allowed me to be able to make these kind of purchases and provide this lifestyle that I'm really proud of for my family. All right, so on that note, I also got some really great news on the corporate side of things. Executive leadership came back with their feedback for all of the design work I've been doing for the homepage of our corporate site, and they are loving everything. There was just a few comments about like specific copy that we're using and the content that's going to be on the new carousel for the hero component that I presented, but this feedback is great because it doesn't actually affect any of the code work that I've been doing. So hopefully we can get these new animations and interactions fully coded, and then we can get the front end packaged up for our dev team once it's fully approved. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me again. I will catch you guys next week. Peace.